Hey everybody, it is Dave McKeever and Richard Hundley here with Advanced One McKeever Real Estate. We are brokers, and today's Friday, and that means it's time for the Ask the Broker Show. On today's show, we're doing a little bit something different, and we're talking about how to give you guys tips on how to write a better listing description. I've seen some pretty poor ones over the years, such as great home, 3 bedrooms, 2 bath in Stockton, and that's it. So we see that over and over again. So we're here today to hopefully give you guys some tips to be a little bit more elaborate on your listing descriptions. We have 4 tips, and Richard's going to start with tip number 1.
Tip number 1 is brand your listing with a 1-sentence title. You know, that's usually the eye catcher. You know, they read that and, house with a pool, house with a view. You know, house overlooking a valley, I guess that's the view too, but, you know, house with 5 bedrooms, house with, 3-car garage, things like that. So the 1 sentence will catch their eye, and hopefully maybe it's something that's what they were looking for. So, and it's a highlight of the house itself. So what's number 2?
Well, the second one is to sell the benefits of the house and not the feature. And they give an example here in the article that says, instead of telling your audience the listing has a big backyard or a 1/4 acre yard, well, what's the benefit of having a yard that big? Well, you'll be able to spend more time with your family in the backyard throwing the football around, or playing games with the family, or entertaining family and friends in the 1/4 acre yard. So you got to paint the picture of how they can use the space and the features of the house. You know, if it has a outdoor kitchen, home has outdoor kitchen. No, you want to say, you can spend entertainment times with family, entertaining out in an outdoor kitchen, enjoying the lovely evenings of fall or something like that.
Have a pool and a yard. It's big enough for both.
Yeah, so sell the benefits of it, tell a story on how they can use the house and not just mention the features. That's tip number 2. What do you got for 3?
Number 3, pitch the benefits of location and neighborhood. Of course, what are our 3 words in real estate? Location, location, location. So obviously you can't go into this is a better neighborhood than over there, but you could say this is such and such subdivision, which would tell everybody, oh, that's the nice one, things like that. Or this is walking distance to parks, walking distance or short drive to shopping. Certain schools, that's always a big one for, buyers that have children. If we can be close enough to the school, we don't have to drive them there, they can walk to school, it's just down the block. So location and the neighborhood, and use the name of the neighborhood. That will tell them, they already know that they might be looking for that one. So when you mention it, it kind of sparks something.
That's a good point. Good point. All right. Point number 4 is to make sure you add caveats that are specific to a buyer. So one thing that comes to mind, the article mentions it, is, for instance, if it's a 55 and older senior community, make sure you add that to the description. So if Richard's looking for a new spot, add that to the description. You don't want a buyer who's 30 going in, making an offer, only to find out that it's a 55 and older community.
And they don't qualify to live there.
And they don't qualify. Another one that comes to mind is if the mobile home park requires a check, or credit check, or there's plenty of space for RV parking. Those are specific things buyers are looking for, RV parking. So make sure you add those to the description.
Yeah, HOA dues.
Yeah, HOA.
Some people love HOAs, others don't want to pay the dues.
Yes. All right, I do have a bonus here for you.
Ooh.
And it's one I'm guilty of, to be honest with you, is make sure you check your spelling and grammar. So a lot of times we'll misspell, or you don't add the right punctuation.
Spell check.
So make sure you check the spelling and grammar before you hit that publish button. Have somebody else critique your description. Have a buddy read it, make sure it all makes sense and flows well. That will hopefully help you not be embarrassed when you post that.
I'm guilty of that one too.
Yep. So the bonus is check your spelling and your grammar to make sure it flows wonderfully. So hopefully those 4 tips helped in creating your next listing description. We're going to post the article here in the description below. There's a lot of great examples and more tips as well. So make sure you click below and check that out. So that's it for today's Ask the Broker Show. It comes out each and every Friday here on Stockton Area Realtors Group. Make sure you tune in next week. See you then.